Today we're going to talk about my absolute favorites from 2019, hands down, the products that I've been using and that I've been loving. There's a decent amount, not a lot, but not a little bit, a decent amount. So we'll start off with my favorite category, foundation. There have been so many foundations this year that I've tried. I have a lot of foundation, a lot. Just an insane amount because I love complexion. It's my favorite thing about makeup besides brows. But I think these three really made it for me this year. To give you guys a recap of my skin, I have oily skin, extremely oily skin. Most foundations break up, usually around my nose first, and then it starts breaking up all over the place as the day goes on. But these foundations are definitely, some of them definitely do break up on me, but depending on how I feel, on what I wear with them, they all kind of wear differently. So the first one is the NYX Born to Glow foundation. It is a radiant foundation, but Lord Jesus, it makes my skin look just super glowy, super dewy, great for the summer. Well, most foundations are great for the summer and the winter for me because I'm oily, but I wear it both. This is in the shade Golden. I could stand to go down a shade because it's winter, but I'm still gonna use this. It just gives you a really radiant, nice, natural finish, and you look spectacular. And I definitely recommend this. This is like $8 at Ulta. I don't buy makeup anywhere else. No, I do. I lie. This is like $8 at Ulta. Love this so much. Go pick it up. Okay. So, second foundation, also from NYX, because NYX has been releasing fucking bangers this year. Bangers of makeup. The NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop matte foundation. This is full coverage. It is dirty because I use it so often. And this is in the shade Golden. My mom loves this. My sisters love this. I use it all the time. I mix the two sometimes, but I'm not feeling too matte. I don't want to look too dewy, so I mix these together. This is a little bit pricier than this. I think this is like $15, but this foundation covers up almost everything. I'm not gonna say I don't use concealer with it because I use concealer with every foundation. That's just me personally. I will always use concealer, personal preference. But this covers up everything, and I love this foundation so fucking much. It does cake if you put too much on, and throughout the day you will see it. I usually, like 6 hours in, will spray my face again with setting spray just for it to absorb everything, go back to the way it was. I like it better after like a good 2 or 3 hours of wear. That's when it looks its best. Like 2 or 3 hours after you apply it, after you finish all your makeup and everything, that's when it looks its best. $14, $15, I think. I'll list the prices down below and I'll link you at Ulta. My third and final foundation of the year. This is like these two put together, but just something really, I can't explain why it looks so good, like why it does, but it does. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. This makes your skin look so plump, youthful. It's medium to full coverage. You can build up to full. This is what I wear on my natural makeup days, which depending on what kind of makeup you like is what you consider natural. This isn't natural. I'm full beat, maybe not full beat, mostly full beat. But when I just want to throw on like a foundation and throw on a powder and do a little bit of brow and then go out, I'm not really going out for anything, just to go spend the day with people and I don't feel like doing the whole shebang. This is the foundation that you wear to go to like a picnic at the park. Like you're not trying to do too much, but you also want your skin to look nice. It looks great in lighting, all lighting in my opinion. It plays well with my other face products like primers and setting sprays and concealers and yada yada yada. Yeah, pretty fucking great. Walmart at Ulta too, but I bought this at Walmart and this is like, I think like $12. So yes, these three, these have been my babies for the year. They have been my babies and have gotten me through some very, very ugly situations. Let's talk about primer because I really only have one this year. I don't usually switch up primers unless they're really, really good. This is the only primer that's in this list because This primer, chef's kiss to this primer. It's the E.L.F. Poreless Putty Primer. When this came out, I snatched it as quick as I could, and I got 3. And I'm still on my first one. It just, and not even done with it yet, but it just makes the skin super smooth, like just beautiful, blurs out pores, and makes makeup application even smoother. I can't say enough good things about it. So we are on to concealer. I don't, should I say this out loud on camera? I'm not too crazy about Too Faced Cosmetics. They're like eyeshadows, not too crazy about them, but I do love their complexion products. This concealer, the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, is my shit. This is my shit. I love a matte concealer, but this is not a matte concealer. This is definitely not a hydrating one, but definitely a natural finish concealer, if that's a thing. It doesn't dry up my under eyes. It's gorgeous on the skin. Gorgeous. This is full coverage. Like, can't see my under eye bags because I've not been sleeping lately. None of that. This is the one I'm wearing today. This is in the shade Warm Sand, and I love it. It's not like it's not a liquidy concealer. It's very much just like a cream one. And I cannot begin to tell you guys how much I love this concealer. It is gorgeous. You can use it for contour, you can use it for highlight, you can use it for concealer. I use it to conceal my eyes because full coverage, nothing. I think this might be my favorite concealer of all time. But don't quote me on that. It might be, but don't quote me on that. But that I pair with this concealer. This is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade Medium Dark 36. And I use this on top of that concealer that I just talked about. I do not use this by itself. The formula is not thick enough, I should say, to give me the coverage that I want. I would only use this by itself if I was having a no makeup day. I use this to brighten this one because sometimes this does run a little yellow under my eyes, so I use this. It's more neutral. I use it as an eyelid primer for when I do shadow. Everything lays perfectly on it. Really, really like this concealer. Okay, I know we're flying through this, but let's move on to eyebrows. So I have 2 products that I have absolutely fell in love with this year. One of these definitely did not come out in 2019, but I started using 2019, so it is what it is. The eyebrow pencil that I have been loving all 2019, I don't know when this released, but all I know is that the moment that I picked it up, I've never put it down. It is hands down my favorite eyebrow pencil of all time. It's $5. It is the Morphe Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Chocolate Mousse. It is super thin. Just gives me this beautiful brow strokes. I like a thin brow pencil for when I'm really trying to do my brows. Today's like a neat brow look, but when I do like a messy brow look, I prefer like a thicker pencil, but it's not often that I do those and everything like that. But this has come in clutch a lot this year. This is my 5th one so far, and that's not including the 2 that I have on backup if I lose one or I break one. Not that these break easily. And it also comes with a spoolie at the end to comb out your brows, because combing out your brows is essential for when you do your brows, to me anyways. Second eyebrow product is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. This is probably one of the only 2 things that I have on this list that isn't drugstore. Jesus Christ. This keeps my brows in place. It separates the hairs, and my actual hair is getting into it. Separates the hairs. It makes my brows fluffy. It's gorgeous. This is the small size, like the travel size. I got this in a sample, so I don't know how much it is, but I will put it in the description box if you really want to try it. I haven't put it down. I use it every time I do my brows. This, that pencil, conceal it, nothing else. Oh no, there is one more product. But I love this brow gel. I won't give it up. I will die for this brow gel. My third brow product of this year. I bought this on a whim. Did not know if I would love it or hate it. And I hoped I loved it because I spent $18 on it. But I love this so much. This is the MAC Shape and Shade Brow Tint. One side is this little felt tip brush, and the other side is like a powder that you put in a puff, kind of, so to speak. This is for when I'm doing those really individual brow hairs. They don't have one that's like black for my brows, but this is close enough. It's brown, dark brownish, and it really just gives me those fine hair strokes. And this is what I wear on like a natural brow day. I just put a few strokes of the product in my brows. They make them look full but not done up and everything like that. I love it. I don't usually use this like powder puff side. It's kind of just like a brow powder on like a little puffy stick at the end. But I will use it on this. If you can see, there's this little spot. I will use it on this little bald spot that I have right here in my brow. If you could see it, obviously you can't have makeup on it, but it really does fill it in. It makes it darker, and I love it. The formula doesn't, like, it dries down, but it doesn't dry down to the point where you can't comb it out in your brow. It is gorgeous for a natural look. And yeah, that's really all I can say about that. Buy this shit. Let's talk about face powders. Let's talk about face powders for a second, because there are like 4 or 5. 4, yeah, 4. The Morphe Bacon setting powder in banana. This is a recent release, but I have been using this a lot. It's a banana, but not like a super warm banana to where you look just super yellow. So it's really pretty. It's $12. The Dermablend Professional Loose Setting Powder. This is when you're trying to cake your face, when you want everything to stay in place. I use this on my under eyes. This is a pretty penny. I spent about $30 on this. I love this. It's translucent on me. That's my skin tone, but I don't know about anybody else. That's good. The Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Setting Powder was my jam in the summer. This shade doesn't fit me right now because we're in the winter, but this is the shade Honey. She's for the cake. She's not for the faint of heart when it comes to powder. If you want to inhale your powder and have all over your face while you're doing makeup, this is the powder for you. If you don't mind that, this is the powder for you. She's not for the natural makeup wearers. She's not for the girl who just wants to put on a gloss and a mascara and go. This is for the girls and the boys that want the cake, that want the full coverage, that don't want to know who you are when you're done with your makeup. Perfect powder. I rest my case. Bronzer. The only bronzer that will probably ever end up on these lists is the one and only Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. They came out with new shades, thank God, because during the summer I did not have a shade, but now that I do have a shade during the summer, I'm happy. This is my favorite bronzer ever. It is so beautiful. You can build it up, so whenever you put product down, you can take it and it won't be like a giant blob of brown all over your face. I will never give up this bronzer for as long as I live. You will have to pry it out of my cold dead hands. I just hit pan on this. Very sad, couldn't wait to buy another one. This is the shade Sunset Bronzer. It smells like your aunt who travels around the world and has expensive perfume and lotion. This is what that smells like. It smells rich and luxurious, and again, this is gonna end up in my favorites every single year, and it will never go away. So please, go buy this. I implore you. Is that the word? Yeah, I implore you to go buy this. This year only have 2 things in the lip category. I don't wear a lot of lip. The thing I'm wearing right now, I've only had for like maybe a month, so I'm not gonna call it a favorite. But the ColourPop, just the tint, lip tint, she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous when you don't want to wear a full lipstick, but you want color on your lip, and you don't want it to feel like you're wearing anything. It's just basically a balm with a tint on it. And it's just, she's pretty, and it's sheer-ish, and she's glossy, and just a natural lover's dream. This shade in Rise and Shine, and then I have another shade called Cherry Pop, one of those. That I lost, and I'm very mad because that gives me a really pretty, like, if you just ate a red popsicle, like a cherry popsicle, the little faded lining goes around your mouth. Love that look, super pretty. We're down to the last 2. Yes. Oh no, we're not down to the last 2. For lips, Fenty lip gloss, definite favorite of the year. I don't have mine because whenever I have one, my cousins decide somehow, in some way, to always take them from me. So right now, my cousin has mine sitting in her room or in her purse, and she's using it up, just like my cousin before her had mine. Okay, now we're down to the last 2. If this setting spray is not on everybody's year-end favorites list, I'll die of shock. The Morphe Continuous Setting Mist is beautiful. It soaks up all the powder in my face when I look too powdery, too cakey. It's like a refresher spray. I don't necessarily use it as a setting spray at the end of my makeup, but I do use it to refresh. This beautiful setting mist it just really refreshes the makeup after you're wearing for a long day. Like, say you're like 6 hours in your makeup, or like 8 hours in, you put too much powder on because you're trying to get rid of the oiliness, and then you just spray some of this on and everything looks brand new. This is legitimately my 6th bottle of it, possibly 6th. I will say that. This is on sale right now for like 12 bucks. It's usually 16. It was 15, and they decided to add $1 more because it's Morphe, and why wouldn't you add $1 more to a beautiful product like that? But this is on sale for $12 right now. As of right now that I'm filming this, it is January 5th. Yeah, $12 right now, usually 16. Go grab some. I was gonna say before they're gone, but they're not gonna be gone. This is such a good setting spray. Yeah. Last product is highlight. The highlight that I have been loving, it's a more recent one, but I've used it long enough to know that I love it. It is the MAC Hyper Real Glow highlighting kit. And I think this is Gleam and Glow. I don't remember, because there's like 3 of these. So like one for like lighter complexions, one for deeper complexions, and so on and so forth. But this highlighter palette is not a beaming highlight, not one that you see from space. Like this isn't a glow for the gods palette. This is a summertime, I want to glow in the sunlight and look beautiful palette, if that makes sense. The formula is so pretty, so smooth. Just it's not like beaming, but it's a beautiful, just soft glow, like in between a soft glow and a beaming highlight. The fact that these swatches aren't straight bothers me, but that's just where my fingers went. They are pretty. This is the highlight that I'm wearing today, and I can't say enough about this. I got this on sale. I don't know exactly how much it costs retail, but I will have the prices of everything that I'm listing down below. Hi, so I forgot to film an outro. while I was trying to take thumbnail photos, which I didn't like, by the way. So I had to make a new one. So this is my outro. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy. I don't know when my next video is going to be up, but I will keep everybody posted. I'm right in the middle of editing the video that you're just seeing right now. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that jazz. Thank you so much.